Well, first, I'd like to say that I don't work with my family. I never have. I'm an established business person. I started my own companies at the age of 21. I've always been extremely independent. And when I really started working, I started off as a very small business person. With a very small business with very little capital. And then it grew as I went along, as I learned, as I invested more, and as my business became more successful.
There are some people who believe that nepotism played a huge role in your success. Can you honestly say that, the main reason for your success was not your father's influence?
When you work in a private environment like I do, it really doesn't matter who your parents are. The question is, are you able to deliver a product or a service of quality and at the right price? So when we opened the bank and we were issued a banking license, we were the 16th banking license to be issued. We set up a retail banking system. We were the best at what we did, and we're now the second largest bank. Now, nobody forced any of those consumers to go and open a bank account at our banks. So in that sense, my answer is, look, it's a competitive market. There's competition. People have the right to choose, and they choose whichever product or whichever service they prefer.
So the fact that you believe that, you earned your success, you worked hard for it, you delivered the right product, as you say, and then the current president, waltzes in and essentially removes you from your position from Sonangol. I'm just curious, given that the current president was basically mentored by your father, groomed by your father, did that feel like being stabbed in the back?
We came into Sonangol, the new board of Sonangol was appointed in June 2016 for a very specific purpose. The company was in pre-bankruptcy stage. It was very much an issue of balance sheet. Let's look at the balance sheet and let's get that balance sheet more solid, more robust. And we did that. We had 17 months to do it. Could we have done better if we had 24 months? Probably. But I think we left the company in a good place.
Okay, you have a sense of achievement, but how did it feel? What was your reaction to the fact that you were just like that removed from your position, and a position that you say you worked very hard at?
At some point, perhaps the vision of transformation changed, and the new government had other priorities, and their priorities are aligned elsewhere. And undoubtedly, we did lose shareholder support. And to transform a company such as Sonangol without shareholder support is very difficult. In that sense, it was best for a new board to step in and to follow the new vision that the government had going forward.
So the current president, your father's successor, essentially wants to open up the telecommunications space in Angola to foreign bidders. What do you make of that, especially since there will be competition for your firm?
I always welcome competition. And looking at the telecom sector in particularly, there are already 3 mobile operators in Angola. So this will be the 4th mobile operator. So if you look at statistically 24 million population for 4 mobile licenses, is there a business case? Probably. It's probably not a great business case, but certainly there might be one out there.
Obviously your father was in power for about 38, almost 40 years. Another long-serving African president, Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe, was just ousted. What is your reaction to that and the fact that, we're seeing much more democracy sweeping across Africa?
It's really important to understand that the peace in Angola started in 2002. We've had peace for the last 15 years, but the democratic process in Angola actually started in 1992. So Angola has really a good track record of democratic elections and a democratic process. President dos Santos could have stood up for elections if he had wanted to, and he did not. So he decided not to go for elections through his own decisions. There was nothing in the constitution or in the law that would stop him from doing so. And we really can benchmark Angola as a very positive story of a positive transition that was peaceful. There were elections were carried out, and we see the results. Today we have a parliament. The parliament is working. We have a new government. The government is working, and we're moving forward.